Good white belt is someone who listens to understand the directions, doesn't listen to reply, tries to tries to understand how to and wants to get better, but is not too aggressive, and tries to learn the concepts and ideas from a broad perspective and also apply them. He or she tries to be a good teammate and tries to support the school as much as possible.
Curious. Someone who sees a technique and tries to understand the basic components.
I think just willingness to learn, to be open on techniques and don't just keep trying the same thing over and over again. I think the hardest thing for people is if something works for them, even if it's just outpowering somebody, they don't advance because they only use that one move. So I think being open is a huge advantage to white belts.
Really, the only thing I expect from a white belt is courage. One of the hardest things you'll do in jiu-jitsu is to decide to get off the couch, contact the jiu-jitsu school, and have the courage to go to the jiu-jitsu school, walk through that door, and decide to start training. In everybody's mind, when they're first starting, they're going to walk into a room full of killers. They don't know if they're going to be nice or mean, and they think everyone is extremely trained, incredible fighters, and they're going to be this new guy that's just going to get their ass kicked day in and day out. And it's not true. You're going to come in, you're going to meet some of the nicest, most encouraging people you in your life, but you don't realize that. So you need the courage to actually walk through the door.
I was sweating profusely, trying to use all my strengths. I do competitive powerlifting at a very high level, and trying to kind of be a bulldog and try to apply that kind of muscle. But you know, it's not about applying muscle, it's about applying leverages and understanding body movement and being fluid. So I had to adapt over time and try to learn the technique rather than trying to be a bulldog and trying to apply too much muscle.
I was very nervous getting back, and I got smashed past a bunch and tapped out a bunch. It hurt. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to not like it. It's not okay to stay here. So let's move.
It helped me tremendously as far as, you know, calm myself down in certain situations where, you know, maybe I overreacted to situations before. It taught me to kind of keep my composure. Definitely at work, and, you know, I'm an IT project manager, and I'm always dealing with certain kinds of tough situations or tough problems. And when you're rolling in BJJ, you have to figure out how to get out of certain tough situations. And so I just calm myself down, thinking about how would I get out of this escape, or how would I do this in BJJ, and then apply it to how I would apply it to my work efforts, and how am I going to solve this problem analytically. So BJJ has helped me to really sharpen my skills from an analytical perspective.
So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kind of like teaches you one important thing, and that's to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And from there you can grow regardless of what situation you're put in. Specifically to the mats, a big position that really I have a lot of difficulty with is when I'm in someone else's side control. Especially when you got a big dude like Ian or Trey on top of you, it's difficult with that pressure. So Jiu-Jitsu teaches you to be comfortable there, so that way you can learn and focus on bridging, getting your position back, getting your frames back, and moving back to a more favorable position. And the same is true for life. You know, in my work, things can get quite uncomfortable quickly, and you have to be comfortable in that place, and only there can you really move forward and get to a better position.
After you've walked through the door, you need the courage to keep on coming, because you're going to get your butt kicked when you first start for the first 6 months, you know, maybe up to a year. And you need the courage to believe that it's not that I can't do jiu-jitsu. It's not that jiu-jitsu isn't just clicking with me. It's not that I'm never going to be good. It's just that I have to trust in the process. I have to keep on showing up. And if I keep on showing up, then I can actually be one of these killer blue belts that I see every day.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kind of plays a both therapeutic and challenging role for me. Life can be difficult, and Jiu-Jitsu is a way for me to deal with that difficulty and deal with the problems that come my way. So every day kind of brings me back.
I keep coming back because I really enjoy the people here. I enjoy wrestling with the different types of people. We have a wide range of people from different backgrounds, different nationalities, different gender types, and everyone's has their own. Everyone's great, but when you step on that map, everyone's the same. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, black, white, or whatever. Everyone's treated the same, and it's such a great melting pot. And everyone's pulling together in the same direction to get better. And I just love being here. It just reminds me of a way that I would like the world to be, is just everyone being the same, everyone treating each other the same, and everyone having fun. So I like being here, and I like learning. We have great instructors who, great instructors who help you no matter what, or be there for you. You can call them anytime, and they'll do whatever they can to help you become better, and they're really very personable too. I find instructors, and I find everyone very personable and helpful. So I just love being here. I love the environment.